we just forget how freaking beautiful we truly are. And whenever I get to actually see somebody in that light of which they cannot see themselves, I just have to remind them how beautiful their energy really is and how perfect they already are.
Getting results isn't just about knees a little more even. You go a little slower, right? Slow, and then squeeze your chest as you push the weights up. Now, if you notice the week, she's got some heavier dumbbells in her hands. That's it. Come on, keep pulling your belly button in. Push. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bend your knees. Core strong. Boom. We need to see this a little bit later on in the program. Take your time. Targeting through the posterior chain. And great job, everyone. That was so fun. Okay, happy Saturday. It is Sarametta Saturday, and yeah, I'm on the way there. Still going in early. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this, but I think for quite a bit. It's like 9:30 right now, so it's gonna be another long day. I actually don't have any sessions scheduled for today, so we will see how busy the shop is. Yeah, so today's a fun day. Got up super early this morning. I went for just like, honestly, like a 4-mile run. I have just been not into my workouts lately. So I went for a 4-mile run, and then I went home and just did like a little bit of weightlifting on my Beachbody program and some mobility flow. So we have some resistance and some movement this morning, so that always makes me feel better. Later today, me and Austin are actually going to go to this place in Ozark called The Mill. Pretty much, Johnny Morris redid this old mill, and just like, it's on the Finley River and it looks absolutely gorgeous. We went to the Ozark like fair a couple weeks back, and you can see it right off the river. So we're gonna go check that out. We're probably just gonna have a couple drinks at the bar, just chill like at a happy hour, and then go to the store to get stuff for dinner. And then tomorrow, hopefully it is Sunday Fun Day, and we're gonna be doing some stuff. Like, I hope we're gonna go kayaking tomorrow, so that is the plan anyway. It never really goes to plan, so we will see if we stick to it. I also have a distance session tomorrow, so you guys saw, I set up a grid, and and I already kind of just like tied her energy to it. I talked to her a little bit yesterday on just some intentions that she wanted to set, and so I went ahead and wrote those down. Words are vibration, even writing, it's a vibration, and I tied her energy to the crystals with the chakras. I'm gonna let that sit overnight, and then I have a session with her tomorrow morning, so I will take you guys along for that. I won't film myself probably in the session, but I get asked all the time how I do my distance sessions, like what can you do to perform a distance session. So I'll go over it, break it down, show you guys what I do. I've changed it up several times, but usually it's ideally a distance session is the same. Just depends on what flavor you want to mix it up with. So I'm going to get back to driving, and I will catch you guys later. Hopefully I'll get to film a little bit at the shop. I want to comment below if you guys want me to do like a day of working at Sarah Meadow, what it's like, because sometimes it's a shit show, guys. Like, we get some crazy shit up in there. So it's really cool. I love it. I love the people I meet. I love the people I work with. And I love like my sessions that I do. I will catch you guys later. So I'm off Sarah Meadow now. It's like 3:10, so long day. The shop was actually very, very busy. We were busy all day long. I didn't have any Reiki sessions, but I had a lot of good conversation. I learned a lot today just with some of the stuff that I'm working in right now. Had, our little staff meeting with the manager, so it's all good. Good things coming up. Really excited. Just, a lot of good stuff happening just in my own little internal world and growth. So yeah, we'll see what's to come of it. But now I'm just headed home, and I'll probably change and then get ready to go have drinks and like probably some appetizers at the mill. Hopefully we're still gonna go to it. I think we will, just because I'm super excited for it, but just because it's someplace new and it looks beautiful. So hopefully I can show you guys a little bit of it, but if not, I'll show you where we do go. So anyway, catch you guys later. The kitty whisperer. Alright guys, so let's go over how I like to conduct a distance session, and this hopefully will give you guys some ideas.
but you do not have to do exactly as I do whenever you perform a distance session. This is just what I feel like I am able to just direct energy to. I feel really good about it, and it helps me kind of just be creative, and I enjoy that aspect of it. So to start with, I always, even in person or not, I always touch base with my client. Unless it's a walk-in or spur of the moment, and then I just have to do it off the fly. But with this, she had actually scheduled a couple days in advance, so I reached out to her, and I have my clients set an intention of anything that they want to either heal in their life, some kind of abundance they want to bring in, anything of that nature that they want to work on. They don't have to tell me unless they feel comfortable, but she ended up telling me. So what I did was I took, a piece of paper, wrote everything down, the energies that I wanted to bring in, what we were trying to fix or heal, and then I connected with her energy, meaning like I read her with her picture pretty much. I just use a picture. So I already knew what chakras I wanted to work in, what energy fell off. I already touched base with like the true essence of her soul, of really like what she felt like, which was beautiful. But I could already tell what chakras were off, and I get a sense of what is causing it. What I did was I wrote everything down. I wrote down the chakras that were points for healing, and then I even saw her aura color. I relay all this information to the client whenever I'm done with this session, and then I place it on this grid. So I change this up every once in a while. This is the flower of life. It's a sacred geometry. Research it, that's a whole nother video in itself, but it's extremely healing. These are the chakras, and what I like to do is I take the piece of paper of which like I tie my client's energy to, and I will lay it on this grid on my altar, and then I take crystals or stones for each chakra, and I will lay them on the grid, and then I will put the piece of paper underneath it, tying her to these chakras. So literally, you don't have to use stones. I like to use like stones and crystals. I also have like these that were gifted to me. They're like little stones, I guess you want to say, and they actually have the chakra symbols on them. So I'll use those sometimes. Sometimes I'll use like big stones like this or crystals. And not every time do I use this plate. I used to use all the time. It was obviously the flower of life is a thing for me, but I used to use this quite a bit, and I still like to use it, but I just like to change it up every once in a while. So, but essentially it's all the same thing for me. You can see that this right here has the chakra symbols, and I'll just place like stones, crystals, whatever I want to represent their chakra energy, and then that's what I will direct energy to work in. These things are just tools. They're tools for me to focus my energy when I'm conducting the session too. So it's like I'm in person, like holding my hands over their chakra, but it's just, I'm here. So that is how I like to tie my person's energy or my client's energy and work in their chakras. I feel like it's a creative way. It's actually kind of fun because I really do enjoy picking the stones of what I feel the person needs and then building the grids. It's just a fun time. But essentially that is what I do when I'm done. Like, it's just everything is the same, even as like I would conduct in person. So I cleansed, like I saged the stones, I saged the room, I brought in all the energies that I wanted to. I said like my prayer of protection and everything of that nature, and then I cut it off the same way too as I would in person. The only difference besides not being able to talk to the person is usually in a session I like to use like sound tools, or I actually like to work on the physical body. I very much am fascinated with the physical body. I'll use like my drum or tuning forks, or I will actually, you know, maybe start even with like oils. I love putting oils on my hand, and then the client will actually like kind of inhale and breathe it in. They'll smell it. I'll put it sometimes like on their shoulders, or like when I'm working like up in their upper chakras, like the crown and the third eye and the throat, like they'll be able to, my hands are close enough to their face, they'll be able to smell the oils very well. So it's just things like that that I can't put my little personal touch on whenever I'm doing distance. But I do everything else the same as far as like cutting the energy off. I kind of seal in the healing session itself. I cleanse myself, I cleanse everything when I'm done, and then I just burn the piece of paper that I wrote everything down on, and I'll release it. I think I pretty much covered my style of it. I know I didn't go too much into detail on how to conduct it, like what it is, and you know, what is Reiki or things like that, or like the room prep. And I've been asked to do this before, of like how I prep my room, and my routine pretty much is the same, but that's a whole other video in itself. So, because it's called long, that hopefully will give you some ideas. It's all about just bringing in energies. It's all about just being the channeling center point for everything to take place, holding space for the client. I did pull some cards. You guys did see that. That was kind of a lot that came out. I wasn't expecting that much, but the message came across. I pull cards every once in a while. It's something that I'm kind of dabbling with. But it's just like, I don't know. I do like cards, guys. I like cards, don't get me wrong. And I know like clients like cards because they see it as a sign or something of the universe, and you're like the messenger. But whenever you're the one, just like when you get the messages, you don't need the cards. And I do it more for just if I either have a huge block for myself, I'll pull cards and I'll just be like, okay, or I'll do it for fun. But cards almost throw me off a little bit, just because like I'll do them and then it's just like I'm focused on the cards so much more than the energy itself. So whenever you get, and I guess it just depends on, you know, your card reader, but it just you don't really have to know the meaning of the card. And I focus way too much on the card itself and not on the energy. And I trust myself more of what I feel, and I just like speak it rather than having to look at the card and then kind of be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling from this card for you. It's just like an extra step that is almost not necessary, but in certain cases, like it does help. That's why I do it if I feel called to do it. So I don't know, sometimes I'll just keep working with them. Sometimes I might just include it in my sessions, sometimes not. I'm thinking about just having a Reiki session and offering like Reiki with Oracle or something, and then that way, like, if I know they want it or don't. I've rambled on long enough, guys. I need to get the house together, stuff like that. I gotta clean up this mess first, but I'm not for sure if we're gonna go kayaking or not. My husband's Jeep kind of is acting up, so he's out in the garage working on it right now. But literally, like last night, all we did was come home, we made dinner, and like we watched a movie. Actually pause. My husband's back was bothering him, so I pulled out some oils. I did some Reiki work and some massage work on his back, and then pulled the massage gun. And he fell asleep on the floor. So I left him there and I watched Sounds of Creation, which is on Gaia. I absolutely love it. It's so cool, guys. So I watched that and fell asleep on the couch. We shall see where the day takes us, but I will let you guys know what I do, and I'm going to clean this mess up. So yeah.
guys, so long story short, we did not actually go to the river today. Time got away from us. My husband's working on his Jeep and it is not cooperating, so we are not going to go. But I'm gonna close out the vlog here. I've just been like cleaning and I made some reels and stuff like that. So we are just having Sunday fun day, and I'm gonna go to the grocery store and do all that fun stuff. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for sticking around and watching, and if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. It really helps support my channel and I appreciate it. But until next time, guys, sending you all my light and love. See ya.